Hi everyone, how are we all doing? This is Nina from Raphaela Soul Sessions. Hello, and if you're new, welcome. Thank you for being here on my channel. Um, Thank you for your lovely feedback and watching my videos, listening to my sessions, commenting, liking, all that stuff. Just thank you for your support and for being here. I hadn't come on and done a face-to-face video in a little while, and I thought maybe it was time. Yeah, there's been some really beautiful work happening, beautiful healing. I've had a few clients and some amazing sessions. I hope you enjoyed my last video about the seed. That was an amazing session, and that lovely client, beautiful soul, she got in touch with me last week to say that she had bought the BQH course for herself and she is going to become a practitioner herself, which is so lovely. Something I really enjoy and love about this work is that I work with a lot of newbies or people who have done the course and haven't had a session themselves yet, or people who are thinking about doing the course, or yeah, people who are just interested in the work and don't even know that they want to do the work, which was my experience. I had never done anything like that before in my life. When I discovered Dolores Cannon and quantum healing, and then discovered BQH, I was immediately fascinated by it and had a very intense feeling that, you know, this might be something I might be interested in learning. But it wasn't until I had my first session that I came around and went, this is something I need to learn how to do. And it was so strong. It was like being recruited, like, you got to do this. So that was my experience. So I love working with people who have a similar experience or come to me for a session and don't even know that there's something they want to do, and then suddenly they're doing the course or they're doing illuminated quantum healing, or either of the courses are beautiful, and I'm happy to help people through that process. I love giving people the leg up to start their journey of becoming a practitioner as well. It's so nice and really beautiful. There's no competition with this work. It's not about competing. We work in a different paradigm so that we know that we're here to help lift the vibration of the planet and help people heal themselves, which in turn lifts the vibration of the planet. And we know that each of us who do this work has a unique energy and a unique thing that they bring to the work. So whoever people choose to work with, it's a yes from me, because all of these sessions are so powerful and so beautiful. And yeah, I love to help other practitioners. So that was my little spiel about that. What else do I want to talk about? I want to talk about a thing that keeps coming up in my sessions called soul shock. I've had it come through in a few of my sessions where clients experience the time before they sort of decide to come here. They can often see how dark and dense it is here on Earth when they're in that space, and how, you know, difficult it is to be here, but they know they have something that they can bring here to help the planet. And often people go through this state of going from being this, you know, completely awakened light being who makes a very tough decision to decide to come to Earth and go on that wheel of karma and go through the human process, which can be part of their soul's growth and learning experience, but can also be a dual mission, that they've come here to also help bring a unique energy that they have to assist this ascension process. But when they get here, they have something that is always described as a soul shock, where they go from being that completely illuminated being to suddenly having to cram themselves into a human body and descend into that human existence and go through these multiple human lives, and have all of these experiences, which often is incredibly difficult for these souls, to go from being such an awakened, high vibrational being to having to go through the gauntlet of being a human. um, and it's incredible to watch. And I often see clients from all over the world having a very, very similar experience, going right back to when they decided to come here, to then having to go through these multiple lifetimes. So it's just something I wanted to touch on. Like, that soul shock can really be jarring for people. So when we go through this process where they re-experience it and they release the emotions of that, and they're able to process that, it can be really, really healing. And I wrote a post about this the other day because I kind of checked in with my guides, and I knew they wanted me to do something. So I was like, okay, what do I do? Okay, I write. This is kind of the pattern that I'm in at the moment. I'm just doing what I'm told when I'm told to do it. And often that's get typing. And for a dyslexic person, that can be quite challenging sometimes. So I have to just write whatever it is they want me to be sharing. But this was the thing that came through. People are more and more going to be tapping into these moments, and these aspects of themselves, these bigger, vaster aspects of themselves. And it's also connected to the feeling of loss that a lot of people have. They often have this feeling of detachment and loss, and being unsure and feeling like they don't really fit in, and it's all connected to this soul shock, that I've seen coming through again and again and again. So I just wanted to share that because it may well resonate with someone out there. But yeah, it's amazing that these sessions can tap into these subconscious memories and heal them at the same time. What else did I want to talk about? I don't want to talk about any like specific sessions, just areas of sessions that come up. I had a question. Somebody came to me the other day and asked me the question about, personally for me, what was the most moving things that I see happening in these sessions? And there, there are so many moving moments for me personally to see, but I would say the two areas that are the most emotive are probably when people access that inner child healing, and I see them processing emotions from childhood that they were unable to process or understand from childhood, and also helping them as their current self, their adult self, give love and comfort to their younger self. It's often very, very beautiful and moving, and healing for people. There's a lot of emotion that is released and shared between someone and their younger self. To see that love and that care that someone can have for themselves to watch them tap into that is really, really beautiful. So I would say that was one of the most powerful things that I see happening, or one of the most emotional things. The other thing I would say would be when people access loved ones, or people who've passed over, family, friends, children, even babies that they've lost, you know, miscarriages, yeah, friends, family members, all of that, when they reunite and reconnect with these beautiful souls. We're working in the quantum field and there's no veil. There's no veil in the quantum field. So when a loved one comes to share a few moments with a client, it's just a moment of pure love and recognition, and it's often just so touching and emotional, because there's no is that person, it's just they're there and the love is there, that is just really, really beautiful. I've experienced it myself. I've had loved ones come through during sessions, and it is just a pouring of pure love, and you can embrace and share moments of wisdom and guidance, and just bathe in that love, and it's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful, and it just shows people how close we all are to each other, and that veil that we perceive to have in this human world is just not there when we do these sessions. So I would say that's a very, very beautiful and moving thing as well to witness. There's also esoteric, very esoteric moments that can happen in sessions when people go to that state of oneness, or they go to very high dimensional places, you know, you could describe as heaven-like places, and they experience what it's like to be there and be, you know, in complete peace and calm and oneness. That's often very, very moving and beautiful as well. There's so much. There's no wonder why people write books about this stuff, because there's just so many incredibly beautiful moments. And it's not even just in the actual sessions, it can be before, during, and after. We'll have the little nudges of confirmation that come anytime, which are just really, really beautiful. Just some of the things that the higher self can say to people and the way they word things, just amazing. So I think that's what I wanted to share today. I've had the weekend to myself. My daughter has been at her dad's, so it's been interesting, because we're still in lockdown here in the UK. So I've had less time to really sort of delve into my work side of things, because she's not been at nursery. But it's meant that I can, you know, give her my full attention and then do my sessions at the weekends, which is great. You know, I love having the time and space to really give my clients the full attention. But it's meant that some of my during the week admin has kind of had to be cut back a little bit. But it's okay. We're managing. We're getting there. I feel incredibly lucky, because I have been able to keep working throughout this whole thing. So yeah, I hope everyone is doing okay out there. I mean, what can you say about everything that we're experiencing right now in our world? I know there are a lot of people who are really struggling, even people who are fairly awake and aware. I mean, I know friends, colleagues, you know, are all kind of baffled by everything that we're experiencing. But there's a huge, huge wave of love, and there's a really kick-ass community of beautiful, like-minded souls who are continually pushing this beautiful, sovereign, heart-centered energy forward, and I feel really honored and privileged to be part of that wave of souls. So so I think that's all I wanted to share today. Yeah, if anybody has any questions or things they would like me to talk about in these videos, then please feel free to put it in the box in the comments. I'm more than happy to answer any questions or tell stories or whatever you want me to do. Or I mean, if there's any types of videos you are specifically enjoying of mine, then yeah, just let me know. Let me know what you would like me to share with you. So yeah, I'm sending all of my love. If you want to book a session with me, then you can go to my website, www.raphaelasoulsessions.com. All the information will be below. Again, if you're new, thank you so much for being here. And if you are continuing subscriber and supporter of me, then thank you so much for being here, and thank you for following my journey. I'm sending you all my love, and we'll speak very soon. Okay, bye.